Good day and welcome to my hub once again. This is Kombi and Simon, and today we are going to look at how you can access the Ministry of Health recruitment portal in Ghana. So more often the Ministry of Health opens the portal for recruitment of health professionals in the country, and it's quite tedious and challenging when they are trying to access the portal. So a lot of people tend to make a lot of mistakes and errors that makes them go through a lot of difficult times. And so I'm making this video to guide you through the whole process. So without wasting much time, let's go through. Alright, so you need to note that you have to get a computer or you need to go to the internet cafe. Now, if you have a PC, that is a laptop, or you have your own personal desktop computer, you can do it by yourself. However, you need to make sure you have a strong internet connection. And so whenever you are told that the portal is open, you need to make sure your internet connection is strong, you have enough data, then you can follow the steps. If you don't have some, you go to the internet cafe and they will assist you to do that. Now, you will use your NMC index number and full name to access the portal. You are seeing NMC because this is actually dedicated to nurses and midwives in Ghana. And I am a nurse by profession. As I stated, I'm Kombi and Simon. Yeah, so with the nurses, you need your nurses and midwifery index number. Okay, so your school gave you an index number. That is what you will need. And your full name. The name we are talking about should be the same name you have on your certificate, the same name you have on your license set. Now, when you have those details, you quickly go to this link, https://hr.moh.gov.gh/. When you log in onto this link, it will bring you to a window just like what you see here. So when you see this window, you need to make sure you check for clearance, whether you are cleared or not. Remember that there are a lot of health professionals in the country, and so government has a way of recruiting these professionals. Sometimes they are being recruited in batches, and so they key into your names and your details into their database as and when they receive it from your regulatory body or from the agencies that they are supposed to get it from. So when you click on the link, it takes you to this place where you quickly go and then check for clearance by clicking on this particular tab on your computer. Now, when you check your clearance, you need to enter your index number and your full name, then you click on submit. When you click on a check clearance, it brings you to a window just like what you see here, where you put in your index number or your PIN or your license number. So for nurses, it is your index number. For other health professionals, allied health professionals, or medical practitioners or medical officers, you need to put in the information that your leaders have given you to input into the portal. Okay, so please always make sure that you are in connection with your leadership. They will give you every update because Ministry of Health always communicate to your leadership at all times. So when you check the clearance, this is the feedback you will get. Your index number will appear, you have your name, and then you also have your name, you have your institution you attended, and you have your grade. Okay, so this is the information that you will see. When you see this information, it means that you are duly cleared and you can move on to the next level. However, some people decide not to check for the clearance because they believe that as far as they have been told that they are cleared, they don't have to waste time on checking clearance. Why is it important for you to understand this? You need to appreciate that the portal is on a first come, first serve basis. And so if you want places like Greater Accra region, you want places like Ashanti region like Kumasi, if you are not fast enough, the slot will be full. And so the faster you are, the luckier you will get those places. And so people tend to just keep checking up clearance and quickly go straight forward and start applying. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well. So after checking for your clearance, what you need to do is to register. Okay, so to register, when you check for your clearance, you come back to this window. And when you come to this window, when you come back to this window, you click on register. Okay, when you click on this register, it takes you to this window. Okay, you have this window where you put in your index number here, you put in your full name here. This name should be the same name you have on your certificate. I repeat, this name should be the same name you have on your certificate. Now you put in your email here, very, very important. Now, for some of us who don't use our email frequently, please try accessing your email on a different PC, okay, to see whether you have access to it before you can put that email in here. We've realized that people sometimes don't remember their password to their emails, and sometimes people decide to use their relatives or their friends on other people's email account. Meanwhile, those people don't even know access the logins into their emails as well. Why do this happen? Because you always have your email on your phone, and so you don't have to try to log in on daily basis. Please make sure you try to access your email before you put it in. How do you do that? You go to a different window on the PC. If you use Gmail, type gmail.com, you try logging in, you put in your Gmail account. If it is combinsimon@gmail.com, you type combinsimon@gmail.com. Then you type in your password to see if you can log in. If you're able to log in, thumbs up. You come and type in that email here. If you're not able to log in, please take your time, go and create a new email account. Creating a new email account is very simple. If you can't do that, just get a colleague or a friend who can do that, and the person will help you. Okay. Yes, and so if you want me to help you to create an email account too, you can just give me a message and I'll help you. But I don't think it's something too difficult. You can just go to Google and then you can get that information as well. Now, when you create the email account, you need to put the email ID here. Then you create a new password. This password is for you to get access to Ministry of Health Recruitment portal. Okay, this is not the same password you use on your email. You are going to create a fresh password. This fresh password can be the same password you use for your email or the same password you use for other things, but you have to be very careful. Don't choose one password throughout your entire online behavior. Okay, so you see, there are people that have just one type of email password. If it is Google, the same password, Facebook, the same password, Instagram, the same password, it is not advisable, because if someone get access to one of your passwords, it means he can access everything about you, and that could be detrimental. Alright, so I advise that with the password, make sure you get a piece of paper and then a pen. Okay, write the password on the piece of paper before typing the password here. I repeat, write the password on a piece of paper before you write them here, and of course don't let people see the password you are writing, but make sure you write it clearly. When you write it clearly, you now type it in here one by one. Make sure you type the exact thing. Why is this important? It is important because people often forget their logins, and that comes with a lot of frustrations. Okay, so if you write your password one by one on a sheet of paper before you create your account, of course you will be safe. Please don't be in rush. People sometimes rush and they end up putting in any characters. If you make a mistake with your password, you really pay for it. You struggle. You go through some frustrations. I have seen people go through those frustrations. A couple of years ago, I was part of the team that were assisting our colleagues who had challenges when it comes to accessing the portal, and so you could see a lot of people struggling, okay, just because they were in haste and because they wanted people to help them, and so out of humanity, out of trying to help, people tend to make some small mistakes. So please don't make those mistakes. We always say you learn from history. Okay, so what I'm talking about is history, so please don't make those mistakes. Get in your email correctly, write the password in a sheet of paper, then you put the password in. if you don't put in your own email and you forget your password, you can't reset the password. So please make sure the email is yours. If you don't have one, please try to create one. Okay. All right. So after creating your account, you click on register. It will register you. Then you go back to home. It brings you back to this window. Now when you come to this window, you click on log in. Click on log in. When you click on login, it sends you to this window. So see, they wrote already registered. So if you've already registered, that is where you can log in. Now when you come here, you key in your index number here. You key in your index number here. Then you key in the password that I told you to write on a sheet of paper before you key it in when you are registering. When you type in the password here, you then come and click on log in. When you click on login, it will send you to the portal. If you get a feedback that's wrong password, or the index number and the password does not match, you try to check the password you wrote on the paper wall, and if you've forgotten it, or if you don't have the password with you, you try to click on forget password or forgot password. You've forgotten your password. When you click on this, a window will come where you put in your email ID. That is why I said use your own email account. If you don't have one, go and create one, and make sure you try to access your email to make sure it is working before you can use that email. Please don't be in haste. Exercise patience whilst you are in haste. Okay, right. So you click on forget password. It gives you that window where you have place you can put in your email and then your full name, and then they can send you a link to your email where you can go to that email, pick the link, and create a new password. All right. So after you log in, it brings you to this portal. If you see this, then you begin to be happy. Okay, you get excited. First of all, as soon as you see that you are cleared, you have to be excited already. Now when you see this, you quickly go and click on apply. I repeat, select on apply. Okay, when you click on apply, it takes you to this window where you see personal data, educational background. You have a permanent registration number. Okay. So here, you see here, you type in your name. Please take your time when you are filling these things. And then here, okay. Now you type in your name, you fill in the space provided, and then please, your image should not be more than 512 kilobytes. Okay, if your passport picture is greater than 512 kilobytes, please try and resize it. If you cannot resize it, contact your colleagues who are good with IT and they will assist you. If you can't get in touch with them, you can contact me and maybe I might be of help to you. And sometimes I'm too busy, and so if you don't get me, please don't be too worried. Okay. All right. Now, okay. So please, you check whether you are male or female. You click on it, you select, and then the date of birth is very important. Now you see I've circled this thing. Okay. You have to click on this particular calendar logo before it will open. If you don't click on that calendar logo, it won't open for you to put in your date of birth. Here you can't type it in. You go and then you select. How do you select? You click on the calendar logo, it will open up. We'll move to the next page and then you see it. Now select your marital status, whether you are married or single. Okay. Then here your emergency contact. Emergency contact are people that are close to you, some of your relatives that if they call you and they don't get you, they can call those people and then they'll get access to you. And then your contact phone number, your relation to the contact person, and then do you have any disability? If you have, you indicate. If you don't have, you indicate. If you have, you give the details. And then do you have any medical condition? If you have, you indicate. If you don't have, you indicate as well. And so from here you move to the next stage. So when you tap on the calendar logo, okay, this logo, it brings you a window of this kind. And please remember, the photo should not be more than 512 kilobytes. If you are a diploma or degree nurse, professional nurse, your background has to be white. And as we all know, there is a nursing passport. It's not the usual passport. You see the arms, okay, you have your tie, and then you have our coat, pens, yes, you have them there. And you don't have to keep beard, you just have to look neat and then very okay. Alright, so when you see this window with the date of birth, you click on the year. Okay, you see this is 2020. You click on it. When you click on it, it will open with several years for you to select the year you were born. Then after selecting the year you were born, it gives you an opportunity for you to select the month. You see the month will come. Then you select the month. After selecting the month, you see the days. Then you now go and click on the day. When you click on the day, it will take you out of this place, and then your date of birth will be filled up. Now please okay, all right. So here, if you have a previous name, like those who have gazetted your names, you put it in, okay. But I'm just hoping that no one will have that type. Okay, here, oh sorry, oh god. All right, so here, if you have a previous name that you change, you key in that name, because that might have been captured in your database. Please be careful. Make sure you put in the name that is on your certificate before you find yourself wanting. All right, please, if you are filling this place, take your time, do it one after the other, okay, don't rush. So you put in your date of birth, and then after doing that, you go to next. Okay, when you go to next, it brings you here. Here you have your personal data, educational background, and then as well. So here you come and then select the agency. Okay, let me move forward and for you to see. So you select the regulatory body or the agency you belongs to. So if you belong to the medical and dental council, you select. If you belong to nurses and midwifery council, that is this is for nurses. Nurses and midwifery council, you select that one. Okay. If you are allied health professional, select that one. If you are pharmacy council, select that one as well. Now after selecting that, you select the institution you attended. Okay, the school you attended, you select that one. Then you select the region you attended your school. If you attended Borga Nursing Training College, you put it says in Upper East, then you put in the training institution town. So Borga Nursing Training College is found in the town called Borga. If you attended the nursing training college, let's say, what is a common training college? Anyway, so you have to know the town, okay? Like we have Kumasi, we have areas, we have towns in Kumasi, okay, where your schools are located. You have Greater Accra, we have towns in Accra where your school is located. So you put in that town here as well. And then the date of entry, so date that you entered into the school, you put it in. Remember that I told you need to click on the calendar. When you click on the calendar logo, it comes down, give you an opportunity for you to key in the year first. After selecting the year, it sends you to the month. You select the month, and then you now get access to select the day. Do the same thing to the day you complete. Now the completion date is the day you wrote your last paper in school, not the day you passed your license examination. Please, the date of completion is the day you wrote your last paper in school, and not the day you wrote your license examination. All right. Now, okay, so as I said, nurses, you select nurses and midwifery council. Other agencies, you select their agencies. And after doing that, you go and then select your institution. Okay, the school you attended. Then So when you tap on it, it will give you a drop down menu where you can select your school. We have the same military hospital, we have African International University College. So you click on this, you hold this scroll bar or this ruler, then you drag it down. Okay, when you drag it down, you see the other schools. So if your school is there, you select your school and then you move to the next step. Now from there, you come and select the region where your school is located. And so, is it Ashanti region, Ahafo region, Central region? Sorry. So you select that as well. So after that, you select the town of your school, the town the school is located in. Then you go and select your date of entry. I told you, click on the calendar. Then you have this menu. Then you click on the year. Click on the year. You get a chance to click on the month. Select the month. Then select the day. All right. Then after filling the day of entry and day of completion, you click on next. When you click on next, it takes you to this new portal where you have access to select the regulatory agency, Necessary Midwives and Necessary Midwifery Council of Ghana. So when you click on this arrow, to give you a drop down menu where you can select your regulatory agency. If you are with Medical and Dental Council, you choose. If you are with Necessary Midwifery Council, you choose. If you are with Allied Health Professional, you choose. If you are with Pharmacy Council, you choose as well. Alright, so you move to the next. Please, you put your registration number. Wait, Necessary Midwife, your registration number is on your certificate. I repeat, your registration number is on your certificate. It is also found on your PIN. Okay, your PIN, you can also find it on it as well. So you put your registration number there, and then you put in the date of registration as well. So remember, you click on the logo, then a drop menu come. You select the year first, you select the month, then the day will come. After selecting, the date will be highlighted here for you. Okay, so as I told you, that's it. So after doing this, you click on save. Please remember, I click on what? Save. Then it brings you to this new level. This is almost the final place. So here you select the agency which you want to join. So if you are nurses, we have Ghana Health Service, we have CHAC, we have IFRA, we have Amedia, we have mental health. So you select the agency. Okay, please make sure you are sure of the agency you want to join, because if you select the agency, you might not be able to change it. I think you can't even change it, so just make sure you think through. So the best thing you can do is that you can try to communicate with your senior colleagues for you to know the agency you want to join. Okay, so I am with Ghana Health Service anyway. So these are the agencies. We have Ghana Health Service, we have the Christian Council, that is CHAC, we have Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Confanachi Teaching Hospital, Tamale Teaching Hospital, Cape Coast Teaching Hospitals, Mental Health Authority. So you select the agency you want to join. Okay, think through, ask senior colleagues before the D-Day so that you know and you'll be clear as to the kind of agencies you want to join. Okay, the teaching hospitals are on their own. That is why we are seeing them individually. Ghana Health Service is very broad. I think Ghana Health Service contains almost about 40%, 50% to 60% of all health professionals in the country. Okay, I think the Christian Council make up the other highest number, and the other agencies follows as well. Now, after doing that, you now select the region. This is the most important thing, dear colleagues. This is the most important place, the region. Now, there is nothing like I'm going to try to see with this Ministry of Health portal. As soon as you select the region, that is all. When you select the region and then it picks, and you click on submit, that is all. You can't change it. So please when you get to this point where they tell to select region, please don't rush. Okay, when you click on that arrow there, this arrow, okay, when you click on this arrow, a drop down menu comes. You see that we have Ashanti, Ahafo, Central, Eastern. So I told you it's based on first come first serve. If you are the first person to come and log in, you can get Ashanti region, you could get Greater Accra, you could get some of the big the hotcake regions. Okay, if you are late, you can also get the other regions. Okay, as I told you, there is nothing like I'm going to try it and see. When you select the region and then it picks and you submit it, that is all. You can't go and do any editing again. Okay, some years ago there are some people who said, oh, not me try out here. I was trying to just see if it would work, and that was all. And they find themselves in places that they didn't want to. Okay, please remember, the slots are available based on the number of people that are accessing the portal. So as and when the slots are exhausted, so maybe the time you were accessing Ashanti region was full, it could happen that in a few minutes, another minute, Ashanti region will have another portal. So you have to be careful. Okay, don't rush, take your time, relax. And please, you need to note that during posting of health professionals or posting of government workers in Ghana, about 80 to 85% of us never get our first choice. None of us never get where we actually wanted to be. About 80 to 85% of all government appointees or government workers don't get where they had wanted to be posted. It is only 5%. Okay, and so the 10% who get their second choices, or if I don't get this now and I get this particular region, I'm okay. So keep that in mind. There is no way everybody will get where he or she wants to be. So keep that in mind. All right. So you select your region. Then the person I did for chose Eastern region. He wanted to be part of Ghana Health Service. Then when you select the region, and if the available slot, quickly this place will be filled. Okay, so here you don't need to type anything here. You see professional nurse here, and then if you are a medical officer to come, if you are farm tech to come, if you're a pharmacist to come, whatever profession you belong to, it will show there as well the cadre you belongs to. And then this will come automatically because they have it in their database. Now please, you are going to read this declaration and endorsement by applicant. So it states that I declare that the information I have provided in the application form is accurate, and I hereby willingly offer myself to be considered for permanent appointment and posting to wherever my service will be needed. Now you see, we say we want to be posted to wherever our service will be needed. So wherever we are posted to, we have to just oblige to that. Okay, you know, getting job these days is very difficult, and so if government of Ghana posts you to where your service is needed, you need to go there and contribute your quota. Sometimes you never know, maybe that is where God might open more gates for you. Okay, now you can also check the available slot before you even go to the process. When you click on this check available slot, it will give you a menu whereby you can see all the slots available, the professions that are available, if it is diploma nurses, or it is midwife, it is degree nurses, or it is doctors, it is allied health professionals, pharmacists, pharmtech, and you see all those slots available, and based on their regions. Okay, now there's one key thing we need to identify. You see, someone might select let's say Ghana Health Service, and he will select, let's say, Eastern region, and then the slot is full. Meanwhile, when you choose CHAG, okay, there might be available slot in Ashanti region or in Greater Accra. So you need to consider all those things as well. So you go to Ghana Health Service, and then Greater Accra is full. You can go to CHAG. Is it open? Is it available? You check. You can try the other available slot as well, available agency. So you need to keep that in mind. Try to be more open-minded. Try to explore, and then you see what you want to see. All right. So after declaring, you click on next. I told you, I click on next, it's not going to give you anything. No. When you click on next, that is all. So please, I'm going to click on next, and then I can come back. When you click on next, you are submitting. I repeat, when you click on this next, you are submitting. So please, before you click on this next, make sure the region you choose, you like it. Make sure the agency you choose, you like it. I have seen some before where people raise a lot of concern. As soon as you submit it to, that is all. That's the end of it. So please take note of that. Okay, so when you submit, you see it loading, and throughout the process, when you see this particular loading, please don't be scared. That is just the network issue. Okay, so after submission, you see this feedback. You have to see this. If you don't see this, you've not submitted. Okay, your application has been submitted successfully. Your agency will contact you. You do not need to print any form. So you don't have to print any form. Your agency will contact you. How would any agency contact you? Get in touch with your leaders. Okay, your leadership will create groups for the various regions. Ashanti region, Greater Accra, Central, whereby they'll be able to communicate to you. Okay, and some of your colleagues too, who happen to be close to some of the HR, might be of help. They'll be able to liaise up with them and get the needed information. Okay, so please be on the various platform, the various groups, and so that your colleagues will be able to help you on that. All right, so thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for taking the pain to watch this tutorial. Please with the regions. Okay, I always ask myself this question: why do we always think of the negative aspects? Okay, when you get a region that you thought you didn't like, your mind's, oh, this region, there might not be light, there might not be only negative aspect. Why don't we ask ourselves about the positives? Sometimes when you find yourself in some remote areas, you get opportunity to be able to go for study leave after 2 years of study. Okay, you get access to be able to be close with certain leaders. And it comes to a lot of opportunities. Okay, you can get a place whereby the environment is so calm, so cool. You get chances to study, you get chance to explore. Okay, so try to consider all those as well. Okay, so thank you so much once again. This is Coming Simon, and if you have any further questions, you can contact me. However, please always get in touch with your leadership. Thank you and stay blessed.